Hello everyone, my name is Mallorie Shannon and I am a certified life coach, Reiki master, and hypnotherapist. In my private practice, Healing and Hypnosis, I see clients for a wide variety of problems that we work together to change. In today's video, we are going to be talking about metaphysical or spiritual experiences in hypnosis. This ties into my previous videos about past life regression. We've talked about how people can travel to different times as their current selves and to past lives during hypnotic regressions. Now, we're going to be covering some of the in-betweens that can happen to connect someone to their spiritual selves. When these spiritual and metaphysical experiences happen in hypnosis, it can provide the client with a lot of needed comfort, understanding, and peace. The mind, body, and spirit work together to give healing to the person, especially when a new perspective is needed about their personal struggle. When you quiet the conscious mind, the possibilities are endless. The intention to improve a part of your life is well understood by your subconscious mind. Your mind will direct you where you need to go. Every single session I facilitated has been different because everyone's mind brings something unique to the table. For example, one client relayed his entire session through the filter of a movie screen. He is an avid moviegoer and his mind communicated to him through the lens of a movie, even bringing up specific scenes in famous movies as a way of relaying messages through metaphor. Another client recounted an experience that took place on a different planet with the ability to breathe underwater. Whether it was interplanetary or imagination, the session provided my client with insight and motivation for the future. These experiences speak for themselves, so here are some examples of metaphysical regressions I've encountered in my practice so far. A client booked a hypnotherapy session with me to improve some of her daily habits. She wanted to improve her exercise habits and decrease the amount of alcohol she was drinking per week. Once in a trance, her mind took her to a beautiful, lush meadow where she felt safe. Her beloved dog Lucy appeared before her. Lucy had recently passed away, leaving my client heartbroken. My client was overjoyed to see her companion again, telling me that Lucy came to provide her with the love that she needed right now. Lucy wanted my client to know that she was okay and not in pain anymore. My client then began to understand the increase in her drinking was a coping mechanism for the pain of losing Lucy. Knowing that Lucy was okay and feeling her presence around her gave her the peace that she needed to make the healthy changes in her life. Another client came to see me for an interpersonal problem she was having in a social setting. She was heavily involved in a hobby she loved very much, but she was essentially being bullied by a high-ranking member of this social group. In a trance, my client was overwhelmed with emotion as her sister appeared to her. Her sister had passed away in a tragic accident 30 years ago. Upon being reunited with her sister, she was able to ask and receive guidance about her life. Her original problem with her bully began to fade away, and her sister shared a different perspective with her. Having this profound emotional experience of being visited by a lost loved one changed her outlook on her current situation. She left the session with a newfound sense of strength to pursue her passions and overcome any obstacle. Another client came in looking for answers surrounding a family member's illness. My client regressed to a past life experience as a healer, growing and making herbal medicines for her family and community. She described to me a beautiful house overlooking nature on a wraparound porch. She was surrounded by all of her closest family, specifically connecting to the family member who was ill. As she communicated with him, she learned that he had chosen to come into this life and live with this illness in order for her and the family to learn about the natural ways to heal the body. She needed to connect with her past healing abilities, for what she knew then could be carried over into this life now. Despite this illness being so difficult to navigate, he was selflessly aiding the family's learning and growth by volunteering for this role. My client left having a better understanding of this situation, knowing that she has been connected to this person beyond just this current life and will again in the future. When a client has a spiritual experience during a hypnosis session, they receive a sense of peace that really can't be put into words. Experiencing something beyond yourself can truly be life-altering. These types of sessions give new life to the old saying, hindsight is 20/20. If you can gain a different perspective and form new meanings into things happening in your life right now, then you open endless possibilities for your future. The cause for so much discomfort and internal suffering is the feeling like things aren't going to work out, that you're not going to be okay. Changing that feeling to one of security, purpose, and love can mean all of the difference. Thank you so much for tuning in to this spiritual hypnotic segment. Stay tuned for the next Healing with Hypnotherapy video.